Hey Book Dragons, welcome back to my channel. Glad you could join me. I have a book haul video for you today, so let's get to it. So since my last book haul video, I've hauled quite a few books. Some physical, some digital, and we're going to talk all about those today. Some of these books were for my birthday, so that was kind of cool. A lot of these books I did not purchase, they were given to me. So we'll get right into it, starting with The Dream Hunters by Neil Gaiman. This is the final volume in the original Sandman saga, created by Neil Gaiman. And I did talk about this in my last monthly wrap-up because I read it pretty much right away after I got it. So you can go check that out if you want to. The link is in the description below and in the cards at the end if you want to check that video out. I'm just so excited. My son grabbed this off my wish list. So that is the first book. And so then we are going to get to this beautiful boy right here. Yes, as you can see, this is the Tolkien edition of Lord of the Rings. Now, I already have an illustrated copy of Lord of the Rings. It's a 3-volume set of each of the individual stories in the Lord of the Rings with illustrations by Alan Lee. But this special collector's edition, put out by Houghton Mifflin Press, I think it's Houghton Mifflin, yeah, is filled with all of j.r.r. Tolkien's original illustrations that he did himself. It also has some beautiful Elvish lettering on the side, or actually that's the script on the ring, so that's in the dark tongue, not Elvish. Sorry, but it's just a beautiful edition. Let me see if I can grab some. I love the sprayed edges and everything. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But let's see if I can find some illustrations here to show you. I mean, you've got some little maps there on the inside. And let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice illustration there. So a lot of these were all of his original drawings. So I had this on my wish list, but it was sold out at Amazon, not surprisingly so. And I happened to be at Costco, and it was on sale for cheaper than it was on Amazon. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I'm just going to do it. So I got that at Costco. Oh, and there's one other cool thing about this edition is it has this beautiful map that you can just unfold, and you can see that there. Just a gorgeous, wow, this book, they really went all out. And it is the full edition. It has the appendices and everything in it. The print is still kind of small, so I definitely have to wear my glasses to read it, but it's totally worth it. This is just a beautiful, beautiful edition. Let's see, one other thing. Yeah, if you take the dust jacket off, you've got just that beautiful naked hardcover as well. And there's also another map in the back that they've stuck in there. You can see that one right there. So yeah, this is an extremely, extremely beautiful edition. I'm just so excited to have this, and yeah, so that is that. All right. Next on the list are these lovely books right here. Now, this is the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. So we've got A Darker Shade of Magic, Book 1. And we've got A Gathering of Shadows, Book 2. And we have A Conjuring of Light, Book 3. And I've had these on my list for a while, and I've really been wanting them. And my friend Baron over at Your Brain on Books said, "Hey Chaz, if you're not partial to the collector's editions, I can send you some copies that I have." And I'm like, wow, that's huge. So he sent me these for my birthday. That was really cool. And these are all the hardcover editions. And what's really cool is one of them, A Gathering of Shadows, Book 2, is actually signed by V.E. Schwab. So I got a signed edition out of it. So that is pretty cool. So thank you, Baron. You guys need to go check out his channel. Link in the description. He's got some fantastic content. And he's just exploding by leaps and bounds. He's growing so fast. And it's well deserved. So the next book I hauled was The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. Now, I have a digital copy of this, but I happened to be at the bookstore with my friend Danielle and her husband, and they wanted to get me a Christmas gift. So we were just kind of looking about the shelves, and this caught my eye. I'm like, oh, I've been kind of wanting to snag a physical copy of that. And Danielle piped up and she said, "Hey, we'll buy you that for Christmas." I'm like, whoa, really? Thank you. So that is really cool. I've been saying I want to read more of N.K. Jemisin's stuff, and this is her newest book, I do believe. So I'm looking forward to reading that. And finally, I got The Child Thief by Brahm. This is a dark fairy tale retelling of Peter Pan. And I've seen it mentioned quite a bit on BookTube lately, and I've been meaning to pick it up. And Brahm does all his own illustrations, actually. So not only is he the author, but he's also the illustrator. So you can probably see, you saw that one. Let's see if we've got another one here. Aha, yes we do. We got another picture here. If I can get back to it, or maybe not. Okay, well, I couldn't get back to it, but, yep, oh, there it is. I'm coming up on it. So, yeah, he's just got some brilliant illustrations in there. So I've been wanting to pick this up. It's really expensive online for some reason. I found it at my local used bookstore for $10, and so I'm like, oh, I've gotta grab a copy of that. So that is the end of my physical book haul. Now I did haul some digital books, so we'll talk about those now. First one I want to mention is Mistborn: The Final Empire. Now I already own this in physical form, but I wanted to own the digital copy as well because I'm planning on collecting all of Brandon's books on digital, and I will probably unhaul any physical copies I have, with the exception for one, and that is actually Mistborn: The Final Empire, because it's a signed copy. I got it signed personally by Brandon himself. I met him at a Comic-Con one time, so I don't want to part with that, but most of the rest of the books I will buy on digital, and they're easier to read on digital too. So I'm really keeping the signed edition for the aesthetics of it. I also got the complete collection of Edgar Allan Poe. Now I do have the physical edition of that. It's an old Barnes & Noble edition. but the print is so small that I wanted to get it on Kindle because it's a lot easier to read. So who knows? I may end up unhauling the physical book at some point, but I won't do it just yet. But I wanted to have it on my Kindle because I can read it a lot easier on Kindle. I don't know what it is about older classic books with the print being so dang small. I don't get it. I mean, update the text for modern readers. I don't know. I got The Hogfather by Terry Pratchett. It's one of the Discworld books, and I am actually doing a buddy read for Hogfather in December with Dan over at Treebird's Book Reviews. Check his channel out as well. I'll leave that in the description below. So I was excited to get a hold of that, and I'm anxious to read it, see what it's like. The Lathe of Heaven by Ursula K. Le Guin. I don't really know much about this, but I've been wanting to read more of Ursula K. Le Guin, so it was on sale on Kindle. I figured I might as well get it. Men at Arms is another book in the Discworld saga, in the Discworld universe, I should say, by Terry Pratchett. So I'm slowly collecting all the Discworld books on digital. Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke. This is a science fiction novel, classic science fiction novel, that I have just heard so many good things about. So many good things. Most of the booktube reviews I've seen are very positive, and so I figured, well, I'm going to grab it. It's on sale, and I've wanted to read it for a while. And the last one is Half a King. It is book 1 in the Shattered Sea trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. Yet another series that I've wanted to read. I understand this is kind of more of a YA set of stories, so it's not the grim, dark, fair adult fiction that he's normally known for. But I really like Joe Abercrombie, and I'll pretty much read anything that he's written, so I saw it was on sale. I figured I'd pick it up, see what it's like. So eventually, I will get to that. And that is the end of my book haul. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Have you read some of these books? And let me know what you've gotten recently to add to your bookshelves. Until next time, guys, make sure you are reading more books. Take care.